sideline. Reese Davis joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will get first crack at it today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a...
There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Back to throw, it's Raymond. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. These throws here on their opening drive, he's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The offense changing the play. Now the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Using the quick game. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road?
Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return. Coverage unit was there and ready. So here is the Tennessee offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Give to the back.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Pucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. He leaves it with his back. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll wrap him up and bring bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see...
Looking for a huge play. Catch and stride inside the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Quarterback keeps it on the sneak.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
21, Marshall, 14.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to take a... Turning it on! Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Oh, they're after him! Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Raymond. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The give to the single back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. Fakes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's impressive. I'll tell you, the quarterback, of course, he's left-handed, but that time he's rolling to his right. So it's not easy to be accurate throwing when you're running that way, but nice throw to get that completion.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll go to the counter play. Runs through a tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Flips it out in the flat. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Raymond. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. Tight Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Marshall might go for a big play here on second and short. Trying play action. Quarterback adapted. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's got it. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He'll pull it down and run. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The give to the tailback. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I gotta find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. The sure hands, it's Etienne. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got the first down and more. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're going to ride this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's complete on the right side. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed.
Brings it down on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Dropping back, it's Raymond. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Breaks free. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Herd!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it... difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense. And calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those those easy plays underneath.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Raymond. Fires to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's complete to the left. And they're able to get him down. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Marshall quick to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Raymond. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Had nowhere to go. Couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Raymond. Fires left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they turn it into a defensive score. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Pressure coming. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They just keep firing. Looking left. Got his man. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Off play action. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Raymond. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Trying to pull his way in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold up.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. 2nd and goal for this offense. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to...
Got some room entered to the goal line. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess.